Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I am having some audio issue here only. Okay. So let's get started. I'm waiting for others actually. Hello. Okay. Okay. So it's our time to start. So today I'll be discussing about basics Linux commands. Okay, Linux is a specialized kind of operating system. Okay. So Linux is an operating system. System.
শুনতেছেন?
Yes.
আমাকে শোনা যায়?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, so yeah, so you're joining now. Okay, so it's a special kind of operating system. So we are familiar with operating system because everyone here uses some kind of operating system. It could be Windows, it could be Mac, it could be Linux itself. So Windows is one of the most common operating system. So and it is most convenient and user friendly. Okay, and Mac is also very convenient and user friendly. But Linux has its own specialty. Why is Linux so famous? So Linux has two main features. Okay, main features, that is, it is robust. Okay, it is robust. That means it can work precisely with under extreme load. Okay, so it's robust. You can build any kind of application on the top of Linux operating system. Most of the servers, the database servers, or any kind of application server or web servers are based on Linux operating system because this is robust and stable. Because of its robustness and
robust, Java, Kafka.
okay, so this is one feature, and another important feature is security. Okay, it is highly secure. Okay, and because of that, it is very popular. And there is another thing is that it is widely compatible with other systems or operating systems, operating systems and platforms. Okay. So for these three features, it is very popular and it is a operating system of choice. Okay. So as a Hadoop developer or data analyst, we don't need to be very expert in the field of Linux. The basic Linux commands will suffice our objectives. Okay. So for that, we'll be learning a very few commands at the beginning, and eventually we'll learn some more so that we can understand the process processes and how we can achieve or implement those. So with that being said, let's directly jump into Linux operating system. Okay, and here I think most of you have already downloaded Cloudera. Okay, so Cloudera is a virtual machine. It's a virtual computer inside my computer. So what is my computer here? You can see my desktop right there. So it's a Windows operating system. Okay, so it's Windows 10. Okay, but I'm having a Windows system, but on the top of Windows system, we are having a Linux operating system. It's a completely virtual. It has no physical existence, but my computer has some physical existence. And on that physical hardware, where we have installed Windows, or it comes pre-installed when I bought the laptop. But this was not there. I installed this operating system. Okay, so here Cloudera is a complete package. It comes packed with a Linux operating system that is known as CentOS. Each of the operating system has some brand names, some versions, or some distributions. Okay, so let me tell you here, each version of Linux operating system has a name. Okay, or we can say it's a distro name. That is distribution name. Okay. So distribution is nothing but an upgraded version. Okay, so we have multiple versions of these, like Ubuntu. So that's one. We have Debian. That's one. We have CentOS. That's one. We have some other, so many. We have Fedora. We have Parrot. Okay, so multiple operating systems can be there. So all under the common platform working behind, that is known as Linux. And Linux is just a successor of another operating system that is known as Unix. Okay, Unix is the predecessor of Linux. That means the father of Linux is Unix. So it's a unified computing system built with the purpose of serving greater capabilities, achieving huge computational power. That's why it's an unified platform. Okay, so similar to that, there are some other operating system known as Multics. Okay, so Multics and Unix, basically they're the same, but with respect to the scale or computational power, so they have given two names, Unix and Multics. So Unix is a generalized term, and here Linux is a kind of specific operating system that comes under the flavors like this. Okay, you can say name, distro name, or flavor, Linux flavor. Some people ask you which flavor of Linux you work on. Okay, so you can say things like that. So here I have, okay, let me check. So here what we're seeing here is just a Linux distro, and its name is CentOS. Okay, and here I can show you another one, just to give you some idea that okay, so this is Parrot operating system.
Password key.
Okay. Can you see my screen, everyone? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So Parrot is a special type of Linux distribution, and it is an operating system of choice by the hackers. So hackers widely use this operating system or these versions. I think it's gonna take a while, like 2 minutes to launch. Okay, so let's keep the discussion on. So I have Windows operating system, but on the top of Windows, we're having two things like Cloudera on CentOS and other operating systems like Parrot. So the operating system that serves as a base for other operating system is known as the host system.
Okay.
So here in this case, Windows is our host, and we have other operating systems like guest operating systems, and those are known as, here we have seen CentOS and Parrot. So these are guest operating systems. Okay.
আমি তো মনে হয়ে গেছে $2,000 দিয়ে
Hello, please mute yourself if you are not talking to us. Okay, so here all the structures, directory structure, and the way you create folders and files, everything is the same. So you see the name of the operating system, user home, and all the directory. If I go inside, we'll see things like that. And if we go inside the user directory, we see desktop, document, you see music, template, videos. Okay, this is what we are seeing in Parrot operating system, and we are going to see the same thing in CentOS. Okay, so if I click there, you see it's a home, and you see desktop, download, library, pictures, public, templates, and everything is more or less the same. So both are operating system based on Linux. It's just different flavor or different variation or additions, you can say. Okay, so going back here, everything in Linux is just files. So we create files. So you can see a lot of files there on my desktop. So just like these. Okay, just files. Everything is just files. Okay, but to have precise use, Linux have 3 different categories of users. Okay, Linux by default has 3 types of users, or you can say roles. Roles means someone who can play some roles, who can do something. Okay, so what are these 3 roles? Roles means any person who can work on Linux. Okay, so the first one is user. That means some person who can use that. Okay, and group means it's a group of users. Okay. A group of users having same privileges. Okay, that means a particular group of people can use, only they can read the files. They cannot write the files, they cannot modify the files. So they can access and they can read the files. So that is what they can do. And they can be grouped together under a particular group. Okay. And there is another type of user roles that is known as others. Okay. Others means when Linux systems are interconnected through some connectivity or through some networks, so other people from other computing system can access to the system we're talking about. For example, my particular computer. If other persons from other computers or can interact or have access to my computer, they are categorized under others group. So in short, we call this UGO. Okay. So everyone, up to that, any questions? Are you getting these points? Hello?
Not so far.
Anyone has any? Yes. Any question? Hello?
No question now.
Oh, okay, fine.
Not so far.
Okay. All right. So now I told you that everything in Linux is just files. Okay? Files with some kind of permissions for the users. Okay? So files with some kind of permissions. And what are the permissions? There are three types of permissions. You can either read the file, the content of the file, what is inside. You can modify the file or write the file, or even create one new file that comes on the right. And you can execute. That means if it is a runnable file, you can launch the program. And for example, if you want to write something, you start a text editor. So once you're done, you close it. That means you can execute an application for data processing, writing a letter, writing a memo, drafting some kind of report, everything. Okay. So read R or simply R, write, write and execute. Okay. Linux is all about files. Everything is file. So you can have thousands of files in your operating system. So if you have thousands of files not well organized, so there's gonna be a mess. So you should have some folders. Yep. You should have some folders so that you can organize files. You see, all the music files should go in the music folder. It's just a folder. Okay. So folders or directories, we call it directories as well. Folders or directories are used to organize files. Okay. So if I want that particular person should not have to have access to my documents folder, so I can prevent that person from accessing to my documents folder. Okay, so that can be prevented as well. So like files, we can set all these permissions to the folders as well. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I am going to do something. So I'm just with this little knowledge, let's move forward and try to learn something else. So over here, think that I have a home. It's a 3-story building, and each of these floors have just three rooms. So in the ground floor or first floor, we have room A1, 1A, 1B, and 1C. And second floor has these rooms 2A, 2B, 2C. Okay. And third floor has 3A, 3B, 3C. Okay. So all of this together, all of these rooms together make up your home. Okay. So if you are anywhere in the room, either A1, 1A, 2C, 3B, wherever you are under your home or you are within your home. But within your home, you have moved to different rooms. So now, for some reason, you came down from 3C to 1B. That means you have moved from that particular location to this location. Okay, so why I'm telling these, because we have multiple files in our Linux operating systems, and each of these files can be compared to a room. Okay, so rooms have some stuff inside. Okay, for example, there is a TV in 1B, and you want to take this TV to 3A, you can do that. Or likewise. So whatever you do, you are inside your home. And within home, you can move from place to place, folder to folder. Okay, so now I'm going just to keep that idea. Let me show you one thing. Here I'm going to CentOS or anywhere. All the Linux systems work in the same way. Well, so I have to launch terminal. You can see terminal use. So if I click there, I can hear some background noise. So are you talking to us? Please mute yourself if you don't speak or talk to us. Okay, so here we see the terminal or the Linux shell, okay, from where we can fire our commands. Okay. In Linux, we use terminal, or Linux shell to use the commands. So here, whenever you see something like that, that is the start of Linux shell. That means next to it, you can write your commands. So now commands can go here. Okay. You can also see a special character like that. And from there, you can also write and file your commands. So these two symbols, please remember that. And why these two are different, I'll tell that later sometime. Everyone, are you getting questions, comments, criticism, anything?
No.
Hello? I do not hear from you.
No, we don't have any question.
Yes. No question or questions?
No question.
Oh, okay. No question means two things to me. Either you are too shy to ask questions, or what I'm talking is going overhead, so you cannot understand anything.
Yes, you are right, brother.
You do not understand anything, or you're too shy.
I didn't understand, but little bit I catch.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so every big journey would say little steps. Okay, so that's a good thing.
Only I understand your example from first floor to third floor. I can move my goods, home goods. That's all I
Okay,
understand.
okay. So here I'm going to discuss about why I have created this diagram and what we can take out of it. Okay, so first let's go inside Linux environment. Okay, so here this is the $sign, which means it's a Linux shell or it's a Linux terminal. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, do you see everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So the first command we are going to run, that is user. Okay. Users. Okay. So you see, users, there are three users. You see, Cloudera is a user, this is a user, and this is a user. There are three users present there. Okay. Even though the names are the same, but there must be something different. Okay. In terms of privileges, set of permissions, at least in some way or other, each of these are different from one another. Okay. And if you want to see who is the current user in that system, so you have to write a command like who am I, no space, altogether. So presently you are seeing that Cloudera is the current user in the system. Okay, so the first command we run here is basic Linux commands. Okay, so the first one is users. Okay, to get the list of the users. The second one is who am I. Okay, sometimes you can go like that, just W. Okay, or who. Okay, you see, there are three users. Okay, and there is something different. You see TTY, PTS 0/1. That means they have something different. Okay, and you see the creation of the dates are different. Okay, 27, 28, like that. Okay, now another command I'm going to run here is the current directory or the folder where I am. So if you are inside your home, you are supposed to be in a particular room at a time. So if you are in your home, it could be here, you could be here, or you could be here. Okay. So to know where you are, compare these rooms as directories or folders inside Linux systems. So no matter wherever you are, if you are here, just ask which room you are in. So there could be a number plate there, okay, from which you can be sure that you're on that particular room. So like that, we can see here that where you are currently. So for that, we need to run a command print working directory pwd, and it says you are at home. So inside home, you are inside the folder Cloudera. So the other command I have just run is pwd print working directory. Are you getting these points? Any question?
I understand.
Okay, good. So now you are inside the home and inside the Cloudera directory. Let's see here. So this is nothing graphical. All that you are seeing just text. So Linux terminal or Linux shell supports text-based commands only. Okay, allows text-based commands only. Okay, you cannot do anything. You cannot click anywhere. You can just click to copy the text, but by using clicks, you cannot do anything because there is no button, no GUI elements. Well, so let's see here. So inside home, Cloudera. So let's see here how the graphical user interface looks like. Okay. So the name of home is Cloudera's home. You see, everyone? That's very little, but do you see that? Okay, so Cloudera's home, and inside that where I am. Okay, so this is a Cloudera home. Okay. Yes. So you are inside Cloudera's home. Okay. Okay, so and here from Cloudera, you will see all other things. Okay, so let me run the command to see what is inside Cloudera's home. So everyone, just take a note that desktop, documents, downloads, Eclipse, library, okay, all this stuff are there. And there are other files like parcels, Kerberos, okay, CM, API, okay, all this. So let me go back again. If you are in your home and you are inside 3C, this room must have some stuff, some items, some furniture, some electronics, some TVs or something. So now you want to see what is there inside your room or in your directory. So to run that, we need to get a list. We need to ask Linux, give me a list of the things that I have inside that room or inside that directory. So let's see, by just simple command, short form of ls, list is ls, so I'll be running that. Okay. Okay, ls command. Okay, so now you see desktop, documents, and everything is there. Okay, you see desktop, documents, downloads, everything, Kerberos, okay, Cloudera manager. Do you see everything?
Yes.
Okay, we see everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that one, whatever we see here, is just Linux graphical user interface. Okay, so you can interact with Linux systems through two ways: using the graphical user interface and using the command line. Okay. Okay, so Linux terminal is also known as Linux shell or CLI. it's command line interface. Okay. So whatever is terminal, that is Linux shell, that is command line interface. Okay. So we can interact with Linux operating system in two ways. Okay. The first one is that using the graphical user interface. The first one is that. The second one is using the command line interface. Yes, okay. So let me know what type of interface I'm using. So now, what interface do you see? It's CLI or GUI? GUI, right. So, and this one is what do you see here?
CLI.
Number 2.
Yes, that is the command line interface. Okay. So we can interact mainly these two ways, but we have some other ways. I'm not going to tell you right now because that could be a little advanced, but I have kept in mind and I'll tell you when due times come. Okay. Okay. So now let me go there and see how many items are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, like a handful, like dozens of. Okay, but is this the only thing present there? If you go inside your room, C2. So do you see everything? Do you see everything there in the room? You can see television, you can see laptop, you can see a bed, you can see a sofa there. You can see a side table, everything. But do you see the jewelries? Do you see some cash, dollar bills? It's not likely, right? Because people keep this hidden. Okay, why hidden? To avoid visibility from unexpected people, okay, or unintended people. So Linux also has some way to hide things. Okay, let's check. I have too many tabs open. Okay, so now let me run another command, just a little modification here in the list command. So we have cls command, okay, to see the list of items, okay. And but if we want to see what is hidden there, we have to check a command, list command, and A. So now you see that we can see so many things. Okay, like X session errors and PID, process ID, and Z conference configuration, Z configuration daemon, and a lot of other things that we didn't see earlier. Okay, we have run ls command here, and it gives us something like that. Some libraries, some folders, and some pictures and everything. But did you see some ICE authority? Do you see dash logout? Do you see bash src bline cache? We didn't see until we run this A command. Everyone, you see the difference?
Yes.
So why did we use dash A? Hello, bhai.
To find hiding
Thing.
Hidden files or folders. That's right. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So it shows generally everything, but not the hidden files. So to see the hidden files, the jewelries and the dollar bills, what we run A. That means to see all the items, including A for all. Remember that. Okay, A for all the items. I'm just highlighting this part, all the items, including the hidden ones. Okay. So far these commands are okay. So how many commands did I write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So up to these 5 commands, anyone has any questions? Do I need to repeat it again? Hello? Bhai, anyone has anything?
Bhaiya, can you repeat again for number 3, PWD, please?
Oh, okay. PWD refers to print working directory. That means when you are at your home, you could be anywhere inside any room, like 1A, 1B, or 1 over here, 2B, 3A, 3C, anywhere. So you move around, right? So at a particular time you are here. Now you needed to check where you are, then you run the command pwd. It will print where you are. That means which directory you are in. Is that clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, so many of you have already some experience in Linux systems. You are familiar with Linux terminal commands, but there are some new people, new persons who are not familiar with Linux systems. So I am just trying to start from very basics and very beginning. Okay, don't take it otherwise. Okay, so eventually we'll learn more and more commands. Okay, so now I needed to check the time and date. Okay, so what time is it and what date is it? So to get that, we need to run a very simple command, date command. So it will give us everything: day, month, date in numeric, okay, and GMT time. That means 24-hour format time for Pacific day time. Okay, and hour, minute, second, everything. So date is another command. Number 6, date command. To see current date and time as per Pacific day time. Sorry. Okay, so now if I want to see the calendar for this current month, October, so what I need to do, I need to run a very simple command, cal, short form of calendar. So let's hit enter. Okay, you see October month and the calendar with present date highlighted. You see 28 is automatically highlighted. That means it is 28th of 8th day of this month. Okay, so again, it's cal to see the calendar of the current month. Okay. So far, everything clear, everyone?
Yes, it is clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going back to that list command. Okay, because that is what you will be using every single day. It's going to be bread and butter of your data science or data analyst career. Okay, even IT career in general. Okay, so I'm going back there. Okay, list. So if I run this list command, it shows some directories. You see directories. That means folders and some files. It's a JSON file. with this extension .json. Okay, and it's a Python file, cm_api.python py. It's a Python file. But I want to see when that particular file was created, who created, when, how big the file size is. So that information is also important, right? So let's see here. Let me go there. I'm going to the Linux GUI, and let's say the parcels file. Everyone, I'm performing right click here, and I see that was created or modified October 17 as some date, 23rd of October. Okay, and what is the location? Home and Cloudera. So it's home and Cloudera. You see Cloudera highlighted. That means this is where I am. Okay, and how big the file size is? 422 byte. 422.8 byte. Yes, that means it is 4.1. Everyone, please take a note of this. So we can see all this information from our graphical user interface, as well as our Linux command line interface. So let's see. Okay, we want to see details about the file, when it was created, how big the file is. So to know that, we need to run a command ls. Okay, now you see something got different. Okay, something got different. We see everything, okay, that we have seen there. Okay, normal ls command, we see everything, but here we see everything in detail. Okay, so now you see a lot of information. Okay, so who is the user, who is the user group, and the file size. So we are talking about parcel, right? Parcels. So do we see the same thing? 4228 and October 23rd was the creation date. Do we see that, everyone? Let me try to show you side by side.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so let's see. So here you can see a lot of information. Okay, like here you can see, oh, what is that? Just a minute. Yeah, parcels. Yeah, so we can see everything here. Okay, so something like that. 1, 2, these and these 3 things, a lot of things. Okay, so I already told you that for any file or any folder, there are certain things. Do you see that, everyone? What is this?
Read, write, and
Execute.
Yes, that means there are some kind of permission levels. Okay, and it has 3 groups. Okay, user and group and others. Okay, so there are 3 types of users or roles who can have the files privilege as read privilege, write, or execute. So now let's check. Here you see that everything is like a group of 3: read, write, execute. Okay, again, read, write, execute. You see, read, write, execute. Let's check the parcel file as well. Okay, so the first 3 things, read, write, execute permission, belongs to users. I told you go, right? Okay, so UGO, first 3 read, write, and execute permission belongs to users. And now group, now others. So let's double check. So these 3 permissions belong to users. Okay, and again these 3 permission belongs to which role?
Group.
Yes. You go user group, and what about these three things?
Read and only execution permission.
Yes. So it cannot write. That means there is no write permission. Okay. That's why you see blank here. Okay. So now one thing you see here. Here, let me tell you two things. Okay. So you see Kerberos, okay? Kerberos is just a file. It's a text file, okay? It's just a text file. And let's see what is inside. Okay? So it has some commands, okay? So Kerberos has some commands. Okay, that means it's a text file. You can see some text there. But is it a folder or a directory?
It's folder.
It's a file.
It's a file. It's not a folder. Okay. Folders has different presentation. You see, folders look like folders. Okay. You can go inside to see other things. Okay. But files don't have that representation. So here, wherever you see a beginning dash, that means it's a file. And wherever you see a D, that means it's a directory. So lib, lib is a directory. Do you see that, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, that means directories start with lib. Sorry, D.
D.
But for files, we don't see anything. Instead of that, we see dash. Okay. So to know about the details of a file and folder, what command do we need to run? What command do we need to run to see
ls,
yes, ls,
ls,
yes, ls,
Dash D.
ls. You can run that way, or you can run ll. LL means long list. Okay, LL means long list, because you can see. If you want to see everything together in a detailed way, you need to run, okay, ls and ll. That means long list. Okay. So the other command here, okay, that should be number 6. ll ls, list, long list. Okay, it's a long list to see the details of a file or directory. So, or ls. ls command gives the same thing. Okay. So the same command can be run using this thing. Okay. Number 6, the same. Should be 7. Okay. ls. Okay. So everyone, now you do not want to see these many files. Now you wanted to see one file in particular, only parcel. You don't need to see these many files. So how can I see that? Okay, so these, and finally parcels. Okay, so now let me clear everything. And now what do you see? You see everything about parcel, but no other files or folders. That means you have narrowed down to parcels file only. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear, everyone?
But a few minutes ago, you explained, basically I didn't understand that. RWX is for user, then next RWX for group, and the rest of the is for others.
Yes.
Can you explain this again, please?
Yes. So I told you that Linux system can be used by 3 main groups of people.
Yes.
or as a whole, three different kind of entities. Okay, so when Linux gets installed, there must be an administrator. Okay, Linux administrator or root user. Okay, so he designs who can someone is I think I'm hearing some noise from someone, so can you please mute? Never mind. Well, so the root user defines how many users can access to the system. Okay, so a computer can be open for multiple users. Okay, and he precisely defines some users that here like Shahid can access to the system, Saurabh can access to the system, Rahat can access to the system, Tina can access to the system, like that. Okay, so different users have different things to do. Okay, now the administrator also said that a number of people can have the same set of user access, same set of privileges, that he can read the reports only. He cannot go anywhere. He can access to one particular folder, that is reports folder, to see how the business going on. But he cannot go to downloads folder or anywhere. Okay, and for example, HR department people can see the report only. So the finance department people cannot access to that report. So likewise, a group of people can be given particular roles and particular responsibilities. So these people group together as Linux or Unix user groups. Okay.
Okay.
So, and each of the users have a particular identifiers or ID numbers. Okay. For example, I'm going to show you who is the users. Who am I? Okay. Who am I? Cloudera. Okay. Now let's see details about the Cloudera. So I told you it comes under a group. Okay. So let's see ID Cloudera. Okay. So you see it has a user ID, UID. This is a user ID. And the name of the user is Cloudera. This is a group ID. Okay. And the name of the group. Okay. There could be multiple groups. That means there are two groups, default group and Cloudera group. Okay. So now let me tell you. So Cloudera is a user whose ID is Cloudera. And he has a particular unique identifier that is 501. And his name is Cloudera. He has a group ID 501. This is the group he belongs to, and he may be a part of other groups. And what are the groups? He's a group of Cloudera itself and default group. Okay. So now we came to know about the ID. Okay. ID command. ID. Okay. ID, then username. Username. Okay. So who's gonna be the user? So this command will give you details of a user. Okay. So there could be groups and a group ID and all other things. So a user have a particular set of permissions. Either he or she can read, write, or execute, or she can read only, she can write only. Okay, or no access at all. Okay. So people in the group, they can have the same, and other computer users from outside of the net system who are connected to the network can have access to the system. So for these, they can have three sets of user privileges. You see, read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, no write, but execute. Okay. So are you getting these points?
Yes, Bhai, I understand now. Thank you.
Any question?
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now we have covered like 10 commands, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. So here 6 means both of them are the same. Or let me write it down. Or okay, ls long list to see details of a file or directory. Okay, fine. Now it's fine. Okay. So now I want to read a file. Okay. So how can I read a file? Either I need to go to the graphical user interface and click on the file, like here, click on the file and open in any other way. So we can see that these things are there. Okay. Some commands and all other things. Okay, some Python codes. So is there a way we can read the same file from Linux terminal? Yes, we have. Okay, so we want to see parcels. So to read the content of the parcel file, we need to run a command that is known as cat command. Cat parcels. Okay, you see, parcel is like that. Okay, we can see. Okay, another thing, cat, what is the file? CM, right? Okay, now I hit the command, you see everything. You can read from the beginning all the way to the end. So here you can see from here everything you can see. Okay, it's a big file. Okay, cat parcel. Okay, to read a file, we need to run the cat command. Okay, cat and file name. So file name can be anything. Okay, to read the content of a file. Okay. Okay. So now let me go to my home. Okay. So here, okay. Let's see, we are inside Cloudera home here. Okay. Let's say this is Cloudera home. Okay. And now I want to move from here to another file. Okay. That means we can move from here to there. Okay. So I want to change my location. Okay. That means now I am inside a Cloudera's home directory. You see Cloudera or Cloudera home. And now I want to go inside music. Okay. Now you see we are inside music and music has been highlighted. Okay. So we can come out of music to the home. So we can do the same thing in terminal. So now I want to move from home to music. Okay. This is not a command. I have just written here. Okay. So to move from here, we have to change the location. And here location is nothing but directories. Okay. From home directory, Cloudera home directory to music. So we need to run a command like cd. That means change the directory command. Okay. Change directory. Now you are already inside Cloudera. That means you are inside home, right? You are inside home. Cloudera home. Okay. Now from there you want to go to music. So just very simple command, cd music. If you type these two things and press tab, it will automatically fill in everything. Okay. Now you are inside music. Now you inside music and it is highlighted. And at the end, always $sign. Okay. So now let's see print working directory. We are inside music. That means we were just inside another room in the home. Okay. So inside music, is there anything? No. Okay. So now you want to come out of music, okay? Now CD and dot, sorry, CD and dash, sorry, yeah. That's PWD inside music, okay? CD and 2 dots. No, it's not working. Okay. If you just next to CD, a dash will bring you back to the home directory. Okay. So no matter where you are. So now let me create.
Or you can just type CD space then dot.
CD space and dot. I did that, but we need to give a space in between.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. CD space
CD
dot.
music. Yeah. Music. Okay. Now I want to move back to my Cloudera home or Cloudera directory. So CD one space and dot. Yes. No. It's not actually working, but it should work.
Yeah.
Anyways, so here this command will.
Excuse me, you can do like CD, then space, then dot dot.
CD space dot dot. Okay, we tried that as well. Okay. Okay. Yes, it return back to the home directory. But this command CD dot CD and dash will bring you, no matter where you are, it will bring you directly back to the home directory. Okay.
I think in case of CD space dash dot dot, that's going to bring you to the home directory.
Okay. So let's try one after another. So 11. So CD dash CD and then directory name. Okay. It will take you to the directory. Okay. To the target directory. That means if you give here music, it will take you to the music directory. Okay. And 12 CD dash will take you back to home, no matter where you are. Okay. Okay. So now I'll just cover everything. Okay. But let's see here in the graphical user interface, we are inside music directory. You see everyone? Okay, now I am going to create a directory. Okay, create a folder or directory. So this folder is for pop song, and this song is for country song. Country, okay, and this one is for like
Jazz.
yes, jazz. It could be jazz. Yeah. Are you a fan of jazz?
Depends.
Okay. And classic. Okay. So now we have created folders like that, and we can go inside folders, country. You see country folder. Okay. So we can create using the graphical user interface. Also, we can use the terminal command to create or make a directory. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. Okay, so we are inside music, right? No, we are not inside music. So how can I go to music? The directory music.
CD space.
What is the command?
CD space.
Okay.
The music.
Okay, music. Okay. Now it takes me to the music. Okay, so we see I'm inside music. So now I need to create another kind of music genre. Like I want to create a folder for instrumentals. So my purpose is to create a directory using the terminal. So for that I can run a command like mkdir. That's the short form of make directory and the directory name instrumental. Okay, now let me click there and you see that it has been automatically created. So do you see that, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so another command we learned is the make directory and dir name. Okay. So makes a directory of a given name. Okay. Now I want to create a folder, some files. Okay. So now, for example, I'm going inside instrumental and I'm going to create a file. Okay. Like over here, let me create a file. You see, create a document or file, an empty file. Okay. Here I'm giving like Justin Bieber. Yeah, I'm giving the name Justin Bieber. So this is a file. It's an empty file. Okay, it has nothing inside, but it's just a text file, plain text file. Okay, you see here, it's nothing here. So I can create a file like that manually using the GUI. Okay. Also, I can create a file using the command line terminal. Okay. Similarly. Okay, is there any way we can do that? Anyone has any idea, in advanced idea?
MK directory /
No. So since the file I have created has nothing inside, that means it's a 0 size file. Okay. It has nothing inside. Sorry, let me take you there. Okay. Here. So it's a 0 size file. You see 0 bytes. Okay. And the name is Justin Bieber. Okay. So now let me run the terminal. Okay. And since I'm already inside music, okay, PWD, I'm making sure that I'm in the music. So it's like a magical task. Okay. So if you give a magical task, it creates a file. Okay. Let's see. I want to create a file named like let's say Michael Jackson. Okay. So tasks. Okay. And for 0 size, Z and Michael. Okay. So if it doesn't take tasks Z, you can run just tasks. Okay. So now Michael Jackson. So here 2 files have been created. Why? Because there is a space, and if you give a space, it will consider that there must be multiple files to be created. So if there are 3 things, it will create 3 different files. Okay. Michael Jackson action. Okay. Again. So Michael Jackson action. So folders and files are alphabetically arranged. Do you see that, everyone? So now if I just want to create a file with file name Michael Jackson, one single name, you have to do it like this. Either you have to eliminate the space, or you can add an underscore there. So now you can see Michael Jackson like that. Okay. So here I think there could be a way. Let me do that. Okay. Now Michael Jackson action. So you have to give a comma within. If you want to create a big file name, a file with a big file name, you have to give, okay, like this. Everyone, is that clear up to that?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. Okay, so now number 14. Okay. So like tux command, okay, tux command. Now file 1 space file 2 file 3, okay, that means file name 2 file name 2 file name 3, okay. File name 1, file name 2, file name 3. If you give a space, it will create, okay, create 3 files. 3 files, okay. But if you want to create a file with a big file name, you should give something like that, okay, tux, okay, everything together, okay, and with a single quotation, okay. So one file with big file name or long file name, okay, long file name. We're getting bigger. Long file name. Okay. One file plus long file name. Okay. Let me make it short. File 2, file 3, file 1. Okay. So now we can create the files like that. Okay. So here we have multiple files. Okay. Michael Jackson. So I forgot the command, but I'm trying. We like music. Okay, now, and I want to put the thing to X Michael or Jackson. Okay, let me see if the command runs. Forgot the command actually, so it could be cat or something. So that means we can place some text from our command line to the Jackson file. Let me see it. I forgot the command. Let's see. Okay. How to write a string using Linux terminal. Yes, command. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we have to use cat command. Okay. Cat, this is a line. No, not this one. Yeah. No. X, this is a no file. Okay, let's check. Get Michael. Okay, then no. I forgot, right? So I'll check that later. Okay. So now let's see that. So I'm going to create 2 folders here, okay, like here, like flowers. Okay, inside flowers, let me create 2 things, 2 folders, okay, like rose and tulip. Okay, so inside flowers, I have created this one, okay. So now I'm going to create another one. Okay, now let's say vegetables. And here I'm going to create 2 things like cabbage and like broccoli. Okay, so let me put some text there as well. So inside broccoli, let me create an empty file, that is, rename it broccoli.txt, okay, and let me put that I am broccoli, okay, that's it. And inside cabbage, a document cabbage.txt, and inside that let me put some text. I am a cabbage, okay, full of nutrition. Actually it is not, okay. So here I have created 2 directories and a file in each of these, and let me go inside flowers, okay. So now inside rows, let me create a document, okay, rows.txt, okay, I am rose, the most beautiful flower in the world. And tulip. Document tulip .txt, okay. Tulip, the national flower of the Netherlands. Yes. Okay. So now, everyone, please be careful and be watchful. So I'm going to use this one. I close the terminal. I think I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, so print working directory. Where I'm inside Cloudera directory. Okay. Now I need to go inside flowers. So what is the command? I want to go inside the directory flowers. Hello.
cd
change directory flowers, right? Yes. So I'm inside flowers. Okay. So I need to go inside rows now, the directory rows. So what should be the command?
same cd
Then
yeah rows.
Rows. Okay. Yes, now I'm inside rows. So now I want to see what is inside. So what should be the command?
ls.
ls. Okay. Yes, row.txt. Okay. So now I want to see what is inside. What is the text inside that rows.txt? What should be the command?
Cat space rows.txt.
Rows.txt. Okay. I am Rose, the most beautiful flower in the world. Do you see that? Okay. So now what directory I am in? Rows. Okay. So now I want to go out of that. So let me give the command like cd space dot. Yes, no. pwd. Okay, it took me all the way to the home directory. So cd flowers, cd rows. Okay. So here I am going step by step. First, I went from home directory to flowers, then rows. Okay. Okay. But is there any way we can directly go to rows?
You have to know the exact path and type
Yes.
it on there.
Right. So now what is the path? Let's check in there. What is the path? So you see, if I go to, sorry, I close the terminal, not a problem. So here, rows, where it is present. Let's see. I right click on that and let me see the property. So rows is the text file. It is inside the rows directory, inside flowers, inside Cloudera, inside home. That means inside home, there is a Cloudera directory. Inside Cloudera, there is a flowers directory. Inside flowers, there is a rows directory. And ultimately, there is a rows.txt. So the path is there. Okay. So now, let me copy this one. Okay. And I'm going back to the terminal again. Let me launch it again. Okay. So now where I am, everyone, can you please tell me where I am? pwd. So I'm inside the Cloudera directory. But now I want to go to rows directory directly. So cd and let's give the path. Okay. So now this is the ultimate path. This is my destination. I don't want to go like home, Cloudera, flowers, and rows like that. So let me hit. So now you see we directly jumped into rows directory. So now you see the directory along with the entire path. So this is the path we used. So now I want to go to cabbage directory. So how can I go there? So I'm now inside the rows directory. You see rows here. But I want to go to cabbage directory. How can I go there?
We have to
Directory.
get out first.
Home, Cloudera, then vegetables, then cabbage. Okay. Now I can go to that directory. Okay. You got the points, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone has any confusion, please let me know. Okay. Number 16. Number 16. Okay, this one. Sorry, not this one. Number 16. Okay. So cd home Cloudera, then flowers, then rows. That means going to a particular directory. Okay. Sorry. Okay, directly. Okay, without stepping one by one. Okay. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. But if we want to create a file inside the directory, is there any command?
Which one?
If we want to create a file inside the directory.
Yes. Okay, yes, we can do that as well. But before that, I'm going to show you another thing. So now let me go back to the home directory. So this is the command to go back to the home directory. No matter where you are now inside cabbage. But if I put a dash after a text, it will directly jump you to the home directory. If not, let's see. Oh, okay. CD means one step up. Okay. So here where CD 13 CD space dash dash means one directory up. Up. Okay. One directory up. Okay. And CD, where inside flowers, CD space dead. That means flowers. Okay. CD, yeah. No. CD home. Okay. So here this command took me to the home. Okay. CD. So up to that we were there, and I'll check that. Well, anyways, so now I want to see the rows. I want to read what is inside the rows .txt file has inside. So where I am now, I'm inside home. Okay, you see Cloudera home. Okay, inside home directory. Okay, fine. So now CD. Yes, okay. Now I'm back to Cloudera directory. So this is my home directory actually. And inside that Cloudera folder, I'm inside Cloudera folder now. Okay, now I want to read the text file rows.txt. So to read a file, what command shall we run? Cat command. Okay, cat. Now home, Cloudera, then flowers, then rows, then rows.txt. Okay. So directly we're jumping through multiple directories, 1, 2, 3, 4 directories. And inside that fourth directory, there is a file, that one. So hit, now you can see, you can read it. I wrote the most beautiful flower in the world. Did you get that point? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I want to see what is inside the cabbage.txt. So what shall be the command? I want to read. I'm on the
Get home Cloudera
Vegetables, cabbage.txt.
home Cloudera, vegetables,
Cabbage.
then cabbage, then
Cabbage.txt.
cabbage.txt. Yes. Now I'm cabbage, full of nutrition. I can see that. Okay. So now you are talking that how I can create a directory inside the cabbage directory. Okay. Inside cabbage directory, let me create this is a directory, cabbage directory, right? And that's a text file. So there is a difference between file and directory. You know that file is a kind of container to hold files. So this container can hold another file or another directory. So now I want to create a directory inside, say vegetables. Okay. So let's say we give it carrot. Okay. So to make a directory, what is the command? MK
Directory.
Yeah. Okay. Now while we are going to create it, home, Cloudera, vegetables. Okay, and I want to create what directory? The name of the directory is carrot. Okay, carrot. Let me hit enter. Okay, carrot. So this is the directory we want to create, and the command is fine. So let's check there if the directory has been created. Okay, so what is vegetables? Yes, vegetables. So we can see carrot. The carrot file has been created. Okay,
Yes.
so we can make use of that how we can create a particular creating like that flowers. Okay, so now instead of cd mkdir and inside flowers, let's say we're going to give another kind of file, another kind of flower, okay, like lily. So lily is the directory. So this directory will be created inside flowers. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, Bhaiya. But
Okay.
whenever we want to create a file, then we have to put .txt. Am I
Yes. Yes, but if you don't put any .txt, it will also create a text file. Okay. So file can contain anything.
right? Okay.
Okay. So it is not necessary that earlier I showed you that parcel file, right? It was just a file without any extension. So it doesn't have any .txt or something like that. Okay. So now let me show you one thing. The carrot file doesn't have anything. Okay. So carrot file doesn't have anything. So I want to copy a file into carrot directory. Okay. So now sorry, let me close this one. I better close it. Okay. So inside okay, so I'm going all the way up, okay, in the Cloudera directory, and inside Cloudera directory I'm creating something, a file, okay, a file document, okay, like carrot, okay, carrot file without any extension, just carrot, okay, and inside there let me type in something. Carrot is a rabbit food, okay, food, or a bunny food. Okay. Carrot is a rabbit food or bunny food. So this is the text. So what this file is, this is inside Cloudera directory, right? And what this file is located? Carrot. This file is inside what directory? What is the name of the directory we see in the G? Cloudera, okay? But I want to take this file inside that vegetables, and inside there is another folder, carrot, and I want to take the file, I want to copy the file from here to there, okay? So now I'm going to copy the file, okay? Sorry, mistakenly clicked there. I don't need it right now. Okay, so over here, let me use the terminal to copy this file. Okay, so where I am, pwd, I'm inside Cloudera. So let's see the list. It should have carrot, right? Yes, the carrot file is there. Okay, now I want to move this file to this directory. So let me copy the path. Okay, that means my target is carrot. So does this directory have anything inside? Carrot, does it have anything? No, it doesn't have anything. Carrot is just carrot. Okay, but let me use the command to copy this one. Okay, so for copy, what we need to write cp copy command, and we have to copy carrot. That means the source to where to the directory I want to move. Okay, so here, so home, Cloudera, vegetables, carrot. Okay, yes. Now I hit enter. No issues. Let's check if the file is there. Yes, carrot file has been moved or copied. Okay. Okay. So now copy has been done. The carrot file has been copied. Okay. So now I'm deleting this one purposefully. Okay. Deleting, moving to trash. Okay, done, gone. But it is still inside the Cloudera directory. Okay, inside Cloudera directory, see carrot. Now I want to move. That means I want to cut from here, take permanently. So there will be no carrot here. Just I want to move from here to there. Okay. So in order to do that, what I need to do, I need to run a command, that is move command. Okay, so let me copy home Cloudera. Oh, sorry. If we are still inside this folder where carrot file is there, now I can copy here to where home Cloudera, then vegetables, okay, and carrot. So this is the directory. Okay, so you can move file to directory.
হোম স্পেলিংটা ঠিক করতে হবে
You can move a file to a directory or a file to another directory, but you cannot move a file or a directory to another file. Remember that, everyone. So now I want to move. So to move, what I need to do, I need to run the same command, that is number 19. Okay, instead of copy, I need to put it move. That means it will move the file from this location to the target or destination. Okay, so instead of that copy, let me change this as move mv. It has moved. So that now you don't see, is there any carrot? No, carrot is gone to where? To the target directory, vegetables, carrot. I deleted that, it again came back because of the command move. Okay, now I want to remove it. I want to delete it. So how can I delete it? Okay, I want to delete it. So to do so, I need to run a command. Okay, that is very simple. I want to remove it. rm remove, which one? The carrot file inside the carrot directory. Okay, let me run the command. Okay, remove. It is asking for your permission. Yes, enter, gone. Okay, let's see whether it has gone or not. Okay, yes, the carrot folder doesn't have that file. The file is gone. So move command actually removes everything. Okay, okay, so here we can do things like that. So what should be the last one? I'm thinking what could be the 20th command. So that is going to be the last command for today.
20th should be remove. You didn't write that one. Remove command.
Oh, move command. Oh, sorry. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So the last command is to remove. Yeah. Okay. 20th command is remove. rm remove command. So, but this is applicable for if I run this command, that carrot folder will be gone. But I want to remove this carrot file or carrot.txt. Okay, this file will be gone. Only this file will be gone. So this is the last command for today. In the upcoming class, that is Saturday, we'll discuss about the others. But Linux is a very big topic, so I'll just cover a few more commands. And if you understand these basics, you will easily pick up others. Okay, no worries. So one thing I really request to you, everyone, please respond to my questions. So sometimes I ask you a question, but hardly any one of you respond to that. So this class is for you. If you don't respond, if you don't interact, so what is the use? I'm not sure. So let me tell you. So people usually don't interact because there could be many things, like I will go by my way, I'll take care of my things. So that could be one thing, thought of that. Or I have no good knowledge on a subject or these things, so why should I dare to type something wrong? So I'm not exactly sure why. So this could mean anything. But I expect that you interact for your well-being. If you interact more, if you share your knowledge, so you are going to enrich yourself. Yes, please. Hello? Someone was talking?
No, yeah.
Please respond to me. If you respond to me, I will. Yes. Hello?
I think these are the basic commands we can kind of understand, but also you can make a short note and put somewhere you can remember, not to forget them.
Yes, bhai. So by this time I have created shared directory, shared document where you have all of you have access to. So if you want me, I can share the link again so that you can have a look. And that document is open for you. You can add new things there. You can compile it to something like to a concrete subject matter over here. So please feel free. So I haven't seen, this is our fourth session. No one has given a single keystroke. And I can guarantee that some of you have never access to that link. I can guarantee that because when I go inside there, I can see who is actively using that. But I'm not sure.
Assalamualaikum. I wanted to say something.
Yes, sure, please.
Well, this is my second class actually. I missed first two. So I'm very new to this. So that's why I'm not actively participating. But today's class, I kind of got it a little bit. So maybe next class I can do a little bit better. I don't know.
Yes, that is always welcome. So even if you don't see a direction to move forward, please ask me, hey, how can I, what to do, or where can I get information on that? Is there any specific website to get things that is present there in a concise and shortened way, so that I don't have to move here and there to get more. So I can particularly pinpoint to that particular website or reference. I have a lot of things to share. If you don't ask, how can I share everything? You need to have the hunger. Brothers, I beg to you, that class is for you. That class is everything. You come first. Everything is for you. So please be active, be interactive. So I'm not going to bombard you with a lot of questions. So I hate to disturb you when you have personal time, you have your family time. I don't interact to the group. And since last 1 week or so, I've been requesting that if anyone has any issues setting up Cloudera environment, I got response from only a few, just a couple of people, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
haven't set my environment yet, so I need help. So do
Yes,
it.
I'm here to help you. Even if you need, I can set aside some time according to your convenience, so that it's just a 15-minute task. So
Okay.
I want all of you to have installed Cloudera because this is the real environment. So if you become a data analyst, you are likely to use Cloudera or Cloudera Manager. So you should have the touch and feel how it actually look like, how heavy it is, how resource consuming thing is it. So you need to have some grasp on it.
Yeah, I think once we download it or have the program in our computer and practice, then that could be more interactive.
Right. So that is what I know. And there
Yeah.
are some common challenges, common issues, common problems. You have to be aware of that. So at my work, I use the same Cloudera, but with some bigger capabilities. But its look and feel and everything is similar. So let me know if you feel shy to being in the group. Just send me a text in separately, DM me separately. So I'll definitely help you. So with that being said, so I think it's our time to conclude for today. Anyone has any question or anything before I leave?
No question today. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Okay, you're welcome.
Imran bhai, I see in the drive like third class. I can't see it. I don't know why.
I have already uploaded, brother. So I'll take that as well, and I'm going to load today's notes actually. So please don't think that these are perfect notes or something. So you have to read some reference, but at least you understand the thing I'm showing here. I'm trying to clarify. So after that, you go and visit. There are lots of thousands of websites. I'll give you particular reference so that we can follow the same. We can be on the same page and we understand the same. Okay, if you go beyond, you feel free to go beyond and learn more and advance things. But at least we have to know what is being used or in real environment and real jobs.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bhai, please be interactive. That's my only and one request. Other than that, I don't need anything from you. Be participatory. Okay.
Jazakumullah khair.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.
See you again.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Walaikum salam.